What's up, people? It's Mw3, and what I'm going to be talking about in this commentary is pretty much the gameplay itself and some tips I have for you guys. These tips help me this gameplay, and I'm sure they're going to help you in your future games. But anyway, as you can see, I'm using a submachine gun, which is very helpful. It makes you run faster because, if I'm right, the submachine gun is actually the lightest primary weapon in the game, and it'll help you get across the map faster. Because you don't want to be using the LMG trying to get to their spawn point from one point of the map to the other, and you're going to run like a freaking snail, so you're going to want to use a submachine gun to get there quicker, to get to their spawn, just kick their asses, basically. So, anyway, right here, I look down because that helps me a lot. I don't know how that helps me. It just helps. It's like an invincible run, because most of the time they're going to be aiming for your head, so I just put my head down so they missed a bunch of bullets, and it helped me there. So anyway, next I'm going to be talking about your button layout, and your button layout is pretty important. If you're going for a high score gameplay, I wouldn't recommend using default because of the drop shotting, and drop shotting is very helpful for high score gameplays because it'll keep your kill streak going. Because obviously if you drop shot, they'll mess up their aim and not kill you while you're on a kill streak, and you know, tacticals help me in so many different situations. I've grown so used to it. Like, if you're using default and you switch to tactical, you're gonna probably crouch instead of knife the guy a few times. But that's alright, because I've done the same when I first switched to tactical, and you know, it's really helpful. So I would advise switching to that if you want to. It's just a suggestion. Like I said, you don't have to do any of the tips I'm telling you right now. It's just a suggestion to make you improve your quality gameplay. And anyway, like you just saw right there, if you're facing a guy at a far range, whether using assault rifles or a submachine gun, like I just did right there, you're gonna want to pump your bullets. You're not gonna want to hold down the trigger and spray. You're gonna want to pump your bullets because that'll increase your accuracy. And you know, if you miss a bunch of bullets, they're actually obviously, even if you do have a silencer, which I'm gonna get into in a second. And I don't know how I didn't see that guy right there. Like I said, if you don't have a silencer and you're missing all these bullets, you're gonna see where the bullets are coming from and just turn around and shoot you if you're missing a bunch of bullets, which you don't want to do. So keep in mind, pump your bullets, and I'm sure you'll do good. So moving on, you're gonna want to use what was it? The silencer. Yes, that's the one. The silencer, and what that does is it keeps you off the radar in case you didn't know, and you're new to Call of Duty, but it keeps you off the radar, and that's really, really overpowered in my opinion, but it helps you get high score gameplays. I mean, I'm using overpowered weapons. Just don't be afraid to use an overpowered weapon, because I get really pissed off at overpowered weapons, but I'm a guy to easily get pissed off at this game, because this is obviously not my favorite game. Well, obvious to my friends, because they hear me say I hate this game probably every single day. But I mean, it's true, I really don't like this game, but I just post videos for you guys, and I enjoy entertaining you guys, so I'll play it just for you. Anyway, right here, like, if I didn't, that's another tactical moment right there. If I didn't have tactical, I would have been screwed right there. But the silencer got me over here. If I had a fully auto or something that was unsilenced and I came around the corner right there, they would have been prepared because they saw my red dot. They didn't see my red dot, so I was able to flank them easier. And see right there, another drop shot from the tactical layout, which helps a lot. So, moving on. In a little bit, the video is actually going to fade out and fade back in because it was a host migration, and you know about theater mode and host migration, so it cuts the video in half. So it's going to fade out in a little bit. But what I want to get on to next is your kill streak rewards, or actually your perks. I'll get into kill streak rewards next. Your kill streak rewards, I'm sorry, your perks are very important because your perks is what basically help you maneuver around the map, and like they really much improve your guns, and they really much improve your gameplay perks. I mean, if you didn't have perks, like here's where it fades out. If you didn't have perks, you basically, this game would not be what it is. And perks, basically, they just help you. But anyway, my primary perk I'm using right now is Scavenger, and that helps you by giving you a lot more ammo in your weapon. And especially if you're using extended mags, jump not because it's a P90, but if you're using like a PP90 or a PM9 or an MP5 or any of those guns, even an assault rifle, especially even in a sniper, you're going to want to use extended mags. Extended mags They they're not like Modern Warfare 2's extended mags where they just put the same amount of ammo in a gun but increase the clip size. These actually increase the amount of bullets that you have, so it's like an extra ammo. Basically, yeah, it's basically just extra ammo in your gun, especially if you're using Scavenger Pro, which helps a lot. I'm using that now. Uh, but if you're looking to like, do like a lot of rushing, I would suggest Marathon Pro or Extreme Conditioning Pro, and that helps even more. But so moving on, second perk is Hardline. Hardline is very, very important. Hardline, what it basically does is it's one. Oh, this is my favorite part of the video, by the way. Just look at the feed. Just pay attention to the feed right now. Look at that feed. I think that's like a 10-man feed right there, but I'm just eating the feed up in this game. But Hardline, it lowers your kills. It lowers the amount of kills you need for your kill streak by 1. And when you get a pro, which is what you gonna want, it makes it so every 2 assists that you get counts as a kill. And you guys don't understand how helpful that is for those of you that use like Blast Shield and Assassin. I mean, Blast Shield's pretty good, but if you're not playing Drop Zone, what's the point? And if you really want to use Blast Shield that much, put on a Hardline, but use Specialist. And that helps a lot. But Hardline Pro and Assault, that just goes together the best. Because why wouldn't you want to use Hardline on Assault class, especially Pro, so that every 2 assists that you get counts as a kill? And I don't know when I get another assist counts as a kill, but if you go back to my previous 38 kill gun streak Moab gameplay, you'll see that the assist counts as kill gave me the Moab. And I probably, if I didn't get that assist counts as kill, even greater chance of me dying, because I would have had to get 1 more kill. But I was using, well, that's a bad example considering I was using Specialist, and of course I'm going to have Hardline on, because I had all the perks. But next I'm going to want to say is use C4. That may sound insane to a lot of you guys, but use C4. You guys don't know, again, how good C4 is, considering that, well, I'm mainly used it to protect the objective, or if I'm getting pretty pissed off at the enemy team, I would use it aggressively. Like right here, there's 2 of them. I tried to C4 the other guy off, but obviously he's using Blast Shield, which does help, like I said earlier, but I wouldn't really recommend it as a primary perk. But anyway, moving on. Stay on the outskirts of the map. You see that I stay pretty much on the outskirts, or right here. I don't know how I didn't see that guy at all too, but right here I'm pretty much moving towards the tunnel, which you really don't want to do at times, especially when they have, if they had B. You don't want to move towards that area because they're going to be coming from your right, and they pretty much have an advantage. Sometimes they have an advantage, and right there is a dangerous thing too, because down that hallway, actually, if you see where I'm aiming and you look up a little bit, that's a sniper spawn, basically. And basically what will happen, they can see down the entire hallway, snipers who go up there. And you really don't want to run down that hallway that often, because you're going to get picked off by a sniper, like I said earlier. And that's my next thing. If you're using a sniper, you don't want to use the sniper what it's meant to be used for, like sitting in the back, hard scoping and all that stuff. You don't want to do that, because if you camp in this game, especially with a sniper, you're gonna get kicked off. Even if you're using support and you really don't care, it's just not right. It's gonna ruin. Camping basically ruins your KD ratio, because if you can get 1 or 2 kills, but then the guy's just gonna come back for you with like a rocket launcher and launch you out of there, and you're only gonna get those 2 kills. So if you're gonna camp, I would camp and move to a new position after 1 or 2 kills. And that's basically how you get a Moab, is by camping one or 2 kills and moving to a new camping zone. And I'll be doing one of those, maybe another Moab gameplay either this week or next week. I actually got my first drops on Moab this week, and this gameplay, a little bit is actually coming to an end, as you can see by the score. So I'm going to get on to my last tip before I end this video, and that is the attachments. Well, I already got to that, but the proficiency, that's what I mean. Yes, use attachments, because if you have 2 attachments on your gun, you're pretty much unstoppable. As you can see, I'm using silencer and rapid fire, and rapid fire on a submachine gun is so good, you wouldn't believe how good it is, because it basically increases the gun's damage, because it doesn't like make it more stronger, it just makes it so that the bullets go out faster. And the faster the bullets are, the more bullets gets into your opponent's body. The faster. Ah, man, I'm twisting my words around, but you get the point. Anyway, this game's over. 98-7. I hope these tips helped you, and I'm gonna work on making better tips. I don't know how these are, but anyway, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you next week.